Good morning and welcome to Morning Brew. Let's see here. I see Bionic Belly Button visited, and thank you. I'm hoping I will have a great morning. Kronos says, great. Bionic beat me to it. Second, well, technically, maybe, but you're still first in the chat. So, she's not here. You are. You're first, Kronos. Does that mean you're going to come on today? Because that'd be fun. You know. So, what is going on this morning? Get back over to the chat so I can actually see it because some reason it's going a little slow on the StreamYard end. Yes, like I said, Kronos, she was on well before you. And but I count live chat as first. So she was pre-first, you're first. So how does it feel being beaten by Bionic Belly Button? What do you mean you're shocked? I sometimes read the chat. I mean, if there's no panel and topics aren't flowing fairly well, I do read the chat. I kind of have to. Otherwise, I'm just sitting here talking to myself. And JP's, hello, what's going on this morning? Somehow, Kronos, I think you want to know more than that. And I believe that's a legitimate question, but one that you should try answering Bionic herself. And does Bionic Belly Button get Bionic Belly Button lint? That's a good question. It's probably Bionic lint. Yeah, well, that's true. The lint destroyer probably is. Would be an interesting question to ask Bionic. And if she's ever on, of course, not that he would, but Kronos could be my special guest. And so let's get this to here and get it to Morning Brew. Go. Post that. And that. It was funny. I was waking up. I saw that Jedi Bill was on. I thought, okay, I'll go on there and say something. So I went in and got myself, made the coffee and then got it going. And by the time I got back, uh, Bill was offline. So, and welcome, JP's.
Oh,
What's going on today?
I don't know.
You don't know. So what are you doing?
I was just watching the YouTube videos, and then
Cool.
I saw you're coming on, and I'm like, okay, I'll stay up for a little while longer. I don't know how much longer, but I'll stay up.
Well, that's cool. So what's been going on there, JP's?
The same thing you asked me 20 seconds ago.
Oh, shut up. I mean, other than I'm in general, what's been going on besides being on YouTube? You got to have done something else, eaten even.
Yeah, I got home from work,
Uh
and,
huh.
Valeria made um, rice and sweet and sour meatballs.
Ooh.
Those were really good. Yummy sauce. And that was about it. Spent my night watching YouTube.
Cool.
Not really, it's the same thing I do every night. It's either
Well,
that or else I try and take over the world. Nah,
it's well, considering what's been on TV, it's something to do.
I don't have TV.
Again, you
Well, I've
know.
got a TV, but it's not hooked up to cable. So, and the only time it gets used is when hockey's on, and there's no hockey right now. So, it's collecting dust.
So you're a hockey fan.
Yeah, of
Cool.
course I am. I'm Canadian.
So you're saying every Canadian is a hockey fan?
Yep. And if they're not, then they're not Canadian.
Now, okay, I can honestly say I have never talked to any Canadian who was not a hockey fan. So,
Or else, if they are Canadian and they say they're not a hockey fan, they're a goddamn liar.
and good morning, Aberjam. Let me check real quick. And yeah, it's still morning there, late morning, but morning. Okay, yes, Cronus. Some people need the link. Uh,
And some people
I'm
need to get a microphone, Kronos.
That's true. Well, see, Kronos uses the excuse of a microphone because he doesn't want to get on.
That's not an excuse.
Of course it is. Because if he doesn't have a microphone, he can't get on. Only problem is he uses his phone.
Yeah, and your phone's got a
And
microphone.
yep. See, now it's not a question of having a mic. I just don't want to talk. Okay. See, that's the honest answer.
So you'd rather take the time to type things out.
Yes, he would.
I don't see why. That's just too long.
Well, some people actually don't want to be talking on the internet. I don't know why, but and good morning, Gator 92. Let's see
There-
here.
Where's Gator 91 and Gator 93?
Ah, ha, ha, ha. That's a good question. I don't know. And Kronos would rather type poorly. Yes.
You don't want Kronos up here. It'll only ruin the mood.
Good morning, Aberjam. What's going on?
Good morning. How's the signal?
Oh,
Uh,
it's Aberjelly this morning.
yeah.
Salutations.
Some reason the signal is actually a little less desirable this morning.
Hang on.
But hold on a second. Let me check something.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's
Let me check edit settings.
Oh, wow. Gator, I have like clothing that's older than you.
Okay. Born in 92. Oh my god. Uh yeah. Yeah, I have clothing that's older than him. So, yeah. Is that bad or
No,
so that means my god, next year he'll be 30. Yeah, he's the baby here so far.
I've still got my high school jacket, and that's when I got it. Was 92.
Oh god. I wanna let's see if Aberjelly is back. Good morning.
how about now?
Oh,
Okay,
a
that's a
little
little
better.
better. Yeah.
Technology to the win. I think I'm getting a cold. That's fun.
That's not good.
Cold.
Could be why you sound a little bit funny.
No,
What?
that's technology. Technology is really nice stuff.
Yeah, Kronos, Aberjelly. It could be worse. It could be Aber Marmalade.
That just doesn't have the same ring.
No.
It's not Abbott Smelly.
No, I still prefer jam over jelly, but you know
Yeah.
that's just a personal preference. So what's been going on there, Aberjelly?
Uh, nothing much. Same old, same old. Just watching the world turn to Russian ruin. The great conservative scourge of the internet continues.
And we've got the fun lockdowns continuing, of course, which
Oh yeah.
are always fun.
Did you
Well,
hear that the Democrats are toying with the idea of having a climate change lockdowns now?
Oh yes, I've actually heard that one. It's funny. It's the most ridiculous, stupid thing I've ever heard.
It's not about the climate change. It's just an excuse to continue doing these lockdowns and transferring the power and the wealth from the little man to the big man. That's all it is.
Yes, it is.
Because they know that sooner or later they're going to have a handle on this whole virus thing, and they're going to need a different excuse to keep us locked up in our houses and keep our businesses closed down and throttled.
Because, well, let's see. Oh, well, we've noticed an environmental impact based on these lockdowns, so we're going to need to continue them for environmental reasons. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah. Well, they're basing it on this whole study that was done early on. Supposedly in China, they were the first really to do a major lockdown. When China did their lockdown, within about 2 weeks, pollution was down to something like 3% of its norm, and the whole environment there practically healed itself overnight, which really throws into question just how much of a detriment our contribution is to environmental pollution. If it can be healed so quickly, you know.
Well, the other thing is, though, you got to look at what China's still using for power and such.
Right.
A lot of it's coal burning stuff, as where in Canada that's zero. The U.S., I don't know what the numbers are, but I know there's a lot of places that still do burn coal for electricity in the U.S.
Right.
Yeah, but it's actually
wrong.
in amalgamation, the coal and oil industry in America is actually more economically viable than renewable sources. Because when you're using local oil and gas and coal, you're not reliant on shipping from other countries anywhere near as much as you are, and of course those other countries produce far more pollution than you would anyway. So there's a massive, even though you are, yes, contributing to air pollution, in the overall scheme of things, you're polluting far less, you're using less gasoline for transport, you're less reliant on other countries, which are higher pollutants than your own country. They have much fewer regulations in that respect, in terms of pollution and whatnot. And of course, you're also supporting your local workforce, which adds into your local economy, which means you have more resources for finding other ways of combating air pollution.
Correct.
So it's a win-win all the way. You know, I mean, the cleanest form of fuel we have, of course, at the moment is nuclear. So that would be your next best option if you were going to get rid of oil and coal.
Well, it's hydroelectric and nuclear.
Yeah.
Which are both feasible options still.
Well, hydroelectric, not quite so much. Hydroelectric is the most, probably the most productive source of renewable energy, but it's still not a patch on nuclear.
And I think that the U.S. should just take over the northern part of Canada.
No.
Just take over Quebec. And place a few plants there. You know, that way if there's a meltdown or whatever, well, it's just Quebec.
Captain Jack, did you realize that Quebec and Ontario both provide almost, I would say, I think it's close to 70 or 80% hydroelectric power as well as nuclear power to the eastern seaboard.
I'm sure.
The U.S. We could completely shut you guys down.
I know.
With a switch.
Yeah, but Quebec's French colonial, right? So invading would be no problem. They'll surrender as soon as they see someone over the hill.
Honestly, I would like to see the power shut off. Can you make that happen?
Yeah, they have the literal equivalent of a giant. They have the equivalent of a giant.
All you have to do is find the transmission line, the main one that goes across the border.
I mean,
I didn't.
maybe the idiots would listen if they had no power.
Yeah.
Well, didn't put the kibosh on that whole Trans-Canadian pipeline thing.
I can barely understand what you're saying, Aberjam.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly. I heard that.
Yeah, that I heard.
Of course you did. All right, I'm out. Have a good one, gents.
You too. All right, let's see here. Of course, Kronos blames Canada. I'm not sure why, but is there a reason, Kronos, or just, you know, you just like being
He likes saying
Kronos?
that.
Well, yeah. I think he's secretly in love with Canada, so that's why he likes to say it. Of course, at this point, I'm sure Kronos wouldn't mind if he actually lived in Canada.
No, you can keep him where he is.
And what, you don't want Kronos there?
No.
Everybody needs a little Kronos. You know, it'd be fun to have him there. Have him to, you know, I don't know. I can't bullshit that much. I mean, I guess I could, but that would just take too much effort.
God damn it, I can't find an actual map. There used to be a map on the fucking interwebs.
Oh, trust me, I'm sure those maps have been purged or suppressed. Just like everything else. Not that I would ever accuse any suppression of information going on online,
Mm-hmm.
but I do.
Yeah, the most I can find right now is it's saying that Canada exports, holy shit, 60.4 terawatt hours of electricity to the US.
Wow. Wow. That's a fucking buttload of hours. I'm not sure why people don't understand that. Yeah, that's a lot. Let's see here.
Okay, where the hell is it? Oh, I can't post a link.
Wait a minute. And I'm not seeing you. Let me see here. Well, hold on. Now you can.
I found it. A map.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Over.
Okay, let's see here. Grona says, I'm not wanted. Yay. Trolls don't like the cold. You're a New Yorker. What do you mean you don't like cold?
Well, that's even worse. He's in New York. I didn't know that. Yeah, stay the hell down there.
He may not be in NYC, but he's, yeah, close enough that he's near-ish Mamo Prey. So, which is why he adores her and wants to go visit her when all this Corona shit is over with. And good morning, Yosef.
Joseph, you're typing in Slovak.
I mean, I guess I could Google that, but hey. The cat. That's what he wants to blame. The cat.
He's blaming the cat. Yeah. Okay, the cat's typing in Slovak.
That's good to hear. At least the cat knows how to type for work.
Yeah, he's trained the cat very well.
So whenever Joseph is taking a break, he just has the cat type randomly in Slavic. And then you can say, oh, crap, I had to go do something real quick, and the cat got up here. So, it's gibberish. Which, of course, we know that.
Are you sure, Joseph?
Oh. Oh my god.
Okay, you need to get in the panel, Joseph. I don't want to hear the excuses that you're working.
Besides, you were over on Jedi Bill's chat and on the panel when I left to go make coffee. So, yeah.
Captain Trek said, get up here.
Now, of course, he could have had a slow point at that time. So I'll give him that excuse. But, uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, fine. Oh, fine. Make me work. Yeah. Yeah. Really? I wish I could. I used to have a plug-in where I could instantly translate shit, but no, not anymore.
I'm making little tinfoil chalices.
Oh, I'm certain of. Not sure what you're certain of, but yeah, okay. Yes. Oh, yes. Saying I am sure. Yeah. Well, actually, it's not you're sure, you're certain of. So, yeah. Well, yes, you loosely translated it for me. You are correct.
It was time to have some fun here.
I liked the more exact translation. Thank you. Yes, and tinfoil is called aluminum foil these days because it contains no tin. Of course, it probably doesn't contain much aluminum either. Technically, yes, tin is toxic. Uh,
Everything's toxic.
True. Everything to some degree is, you know, hell, even water is toxic. Which is why we don't drink pure water. Everything that we have that is water has been uh, altered by nature or by man. Nothing is 100% pure. When they have made the water purified, and I mean truly purified H2O, yeah, it'll kill you. So,
I like what Gitter said.
Supergirl was toxic as a show. Agreed. Agreed. You know, you are more than welcome on here.
Wondering if Yosef saw what I posted yet.
Okay. And let's see here. Yosef is talking about JP's was asking if the gibberish is not Slavic, and being sure and being certain of uses the same words in Slavic context, depending. So my translation was more exact. Yeah, whatever. I used your words and translated them. And I did not use Google Translate, by the way.
Why
I
not?
I wouldn't trust that shitty ass program to save my life.
Whatever it gets, why?
Yes, the Overlord Google is watching, we know, but yeah, your translation matrix sucks. How about instead of fucking with YouTube and censoring us, you might want to work on your translation matrix to actually get words correct. That would be nice. You're going to put work into stuff, actually get the translations correct.
Mam rad wielkie zatki, a nie możem kłamać.
The fuck are you listening to, JPs?
The English to Slovak translation thing.
Yes, it's an not. This is not for kids. I don't want to have to watch my mouth. And Kronos says almost seems a little Hungarian. I don't know about that, but
Hungarian makes me hungry.
oh,
Because growing up, Mom used to make us something called Hungarian goulash.
oh yes.
Yosef, really? I guess you caught that finally, did you?
Well, Kronos, I'm Kronos. Well, Yosef, you know the link. You can get your ass up here if you actually want to ask. And Kronos, it is currently 6:36 where you are. It is not too early for food,
It's never
not
too early for food.
unless you're not willing to make it. In which case, yeah, it's too early. Ah, he needs to eat first, then he'll come up. By the time he comes up, it'll be time to end. But hey,
Yeah.
that. Oh, let's see here. It's only Wednesday. Feels like it should be Friday by now.
Máme veľké kozy.
I missed recording 2 things last night.
No.
Warming up Swedish meatballs and spaghetti for lunch. Ooh, that sounds good.
So with the Swedish meatballs, all I could think it was a Swedish chef.
Let's see here. Let's get this back down to where I was going to.
You said you missed recordings of it last night?
Yeah. I was supposed to be on with Rambling Canuck.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I just slept.
Sleep is good.
Yeah, except I wanted to actually be participating. I've kind of opened my big mouth, and which is not uncommon, and said that I wanted to get back involved in the what do you call it? Whatever Canuck does for the his show. And so I opened my big mouth, and so he let me come on last week, and of course I fell asleep this week and was not available. You're right, sleep is good, but I could have picked a better time to sleep. Now would have been a better time to sleep. Let's see here. Now, you're not surprised to hear what, Kronos? Just out of curiosity. Muppets have more power than the soft cheese. Well, you're probably right. I know what you meant, yes.
Ich mag sie Paste.
Damn it, I keep forgetting that I'm on live stream.
I don't even want to know what it is, but hey, why not?
It was German. Because I know Yosef speaks German as well.
No. Yes, I am quite aware that Joseph speaks German and a few other languages. Which is a good thing because I don't. I, yeah. I could have,
Does binary and Klingon count?
technically, yeah, but let's just say. Ow.
Fuck, your moose is loud.
Let's see. Ah, can Yosef make breakfast? Yes, I'm. Yes, he can. However, uh, well, maybe you could teach me some Japanese. I need to learn it.
You still want to make your trip.
Yes, I do. God bless America. I want to get out of this shithole country.
It has nothing to do with the geisha girls.
Nope, nothing to do with them. Uh,
Well, there's plenty of other perks, Joseph.
perks of living in a small country. Nobody understands you. So I had to learn those languages. Well, there are other perks, and I'm sure you learned how to ask girls if you could see their boobs in as many languages as you needed to.
Okay, you cut that then.
I just made 5 gold in like 10 minutes.
Okay, that's good.
I feel like I'm exploding.
And let's see, Kronos. Now I need to watch Shogun again.
But there's all these other people doing it.
So,
No, it's the bonus map thingy. I mean, it's not our country that wants to make this one so expensive.
yes, she's playing a video game.
Cool. Video games are always fun.
Not when you've played them so long you get like burnt out on them and never want to play them again.
That's true.
Yeah, let's see. When did you last more recently? In 6 months. You last logged on 6 months, 3 weeks, 2 days. Oh shit, where did the box?
Let's see here. Now that I've said everything I needed to on Discord. Well, almost everything. I realized as I clicked download, there were a couple things I was going to send on Discord and didn't, but whatever. That's life.
This is a map I'm
And it's back now.
You're gonna get curries.
I'll give Discord this. Usually the downloads don't take long. It's not like downloading some of the
Yeah, it's
bullshit.
like 20 seconds is done.
Yeah. I think the longest I've ever waited was a minute. Like, wow, that was a big one.
Yeah.
Other programs, oh hell no. Okay. Chronos 5 gold. Uh yes. I prefer their 90s catalog myself. Yes. Okay. I'm surprised, Gator 92, that you prefer the 90s catalog. I would have figured that you'd prefer something in the 2000s range, considering your age.
Oh,
I'm surprised that normally I've had more people on before now.
That scared them all away.
Well, I'm not talking. I'm not talking in the chat. I'm talking on the panel because this time, you know, I let's see here. Gator 92. No, most of my music is 90s and 80s. Ah,
Oh, son of red shirt.
so he has better taste. And Son of a Red Shirt is here, which is good. Oh,
Well, you could find plenty of those on the interwebs there, son of red shirt.
friends. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, yes. But see, those women would now be called. They would now be body shamed for their size because they're not ultra skinny and gangly, which apparently is supposed to be attractive.
I don't care. Give me those old bras out of the 50s, the bullet bras.
I'm sorry. A
No,
woman a woman should not look like a 13-year-old boy.
it shouldn't.
I'm sorry that it's like, oh, by the way, I I either want to be dating a woman or a 13-year-old boy. Yeah, that would not be the thing you want to put out there.
No. See, that's why you need the women from the 50s with the big hair and the missile tipped bras.
Yes. And I'm sorry, but yeah, no, the this new skinny ass thing needs to go away. Uh, I'm not saying I want the plus size women necessarily. Nothing wrong with them. Don't get me wrong. I think that people are attractive in their own ways. However, I think there needs to be more variety for uh, models, not just the ultra skinny, anorexic, uh, you know, cocaine or whatever drug of choice they use to maintain this ungodly skinny figure.
Is that her? That thing even sound like a fucking cat. My cat's meow is broken.
Cool.
It doesn't even sound like a cat when she meows anymore.
it's a whine. She's just whining.
So, well, at least she can say the Vulcan hello. Sorry. At least somebody agrees with me. Need more diversity in the. That's where true diversity is about.
Oh my
Where we
god,
don't,
that is broken.
Yep.
where not every model has to be the same size.
Sweet, watch me.
And good morning, Immortal Technique. What's going on?
You doing?
It's been a while since I dropped the
Oh, no, she's doing.
StreamYard link in the chat.
Yeah, I think son of Richard was saying he wanted a link, or was it someone else?
Are you done?
And Kronos, how is YouTube really messing with my show? Not that I don't expect it, but
Even if they are, you're sending out your link other places, so you really
yeah,
shouldn't.
quite honestly, YouTube can go suck it.
I'll be busy.
Then don't do that.
Because I know that there are going to be people that will be sharing out the link in other places, so it doesn't really matter what YouTube does.
God
Any
damn,
requests for dinner tonight?
screen keeps trying to go to sleep on me because I don't move the mouse.
Oh, that's why you need to change the settings so you don't have to move the mouse as often.
Eh.
Oh, that's right. It would require work to do that.
No, it's just I like to be able to walk away from the computer and have it shut off.
Ah.
Would require work too.
So then I just walk to the bed, and by the time I get to the bed, the monitor just turns off. So I'm not seeing the goddamn light on the ceiling. Otherwise, I leave it on 24/7.
I have a sneeze coming in.
Oh, good for you. Thanks, Sharon.
Letting you know when you hear that, what? In the background. That was really big.
See, because you announced the sneeze, it went away.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, what did you have in the bathroom?
What?
It sounded like she said you had one in the bathroom, and like she'd brought something to you. So,
Oh,
No, I said I had a sneeze coming on, and if you heard
Oh.
it "Yes, you," in the background, that was me.
okay.
But it went away. Damn it.
Yeah, Gator 92, it does. Unfortunately, not in the good ways. And yes, that was an adult reference, so warning, this is not meant for children.
it used to be so good. You'd be able to find like people with channels that had like 24-hour streams going
Right,
of TV shows,
of course.
and I'd be able to watch a certain TV show anytime.
Right.
And all they used to do was just offset the audio, or else flip the image.
Yep. Well, what I liked,
Was usually one of them.
just, well. There are things that should not be under copyright, but because of corporate interest, it still is.
Mm-hmm.
And good morning, son of a red shirt.
Good morning, each and every one. How are you this magical, magical Wednesday?
Wishing
Is that
I
enough?
was.
Is that enough sweetness for your coffee? Because it stops here. That's it.
Thank God, because I'm not ready to say whatever the hell you're on, give me double.
Excuse me. JP's Tabernacle. I love that name, buddy. JP's Tabernacle. So there, although it sounds like part of an insult, some guy would shout at me with Quebec license plates.
That's because
Tabernacle, I saw your eyes to my angry sister. That sort of thing.
it would be.
And
Where
why
you
is
from?
that?
Because it's a French insult. At least the last part is.
It's one of the worst curses.
This is the fun thing about my cousins out in Quebec. When they insult people, it's actually towards the church, if I'm not mistaken. Tabernacle is an insult. Tabernacle, it's from sort of thing.
Yep.
It's like damn, but it's not like very offensive, but it's quite commonplace. Like it's not something you'd shout to a little old lady.
Yeah, you would.
You don't know JP's.
Yeah,
Trust
fair
me.
enough. I was going to say, you don't shout it to a little old lady unless she's driving a car with Quebec plates.
My grandmother used to shout it to other old ladies when they'd win the bingo.
That's
See,
possible, too.
Oh, trust me, I've seen it, old ladies doing that. It's like, oh my God. You see these little old grandmas, they're nice and sweet until it's bingo night.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you think they don't want their grandkids around on bingo night? Because the little old grandmas who don't like smoking, don't like drinking, and don't like swearing do all three on bingo night.
You go into the French bingo halls, and all you see is like there's a big 1.5 foot of smoke at the top of the bingo hall, and everybody's just cursing up a storm.
And the smoke clears, and it's all old women.
Come to the bingo halls up in Toronto area. You'll see by about 11:30, 12 o'clock, when the booze really starts flowing and the old ladies get a little frisky, they start flinging their 80-year-old granny panties at the bingo caller. It's a sight to see.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
Sight to see.
Oh
Or
my God.
make the mistake of taking their VLT machine when they went for change.
Ooh.
Everything under the sun.
Excuse me.
Trust me, they
I'm
would
happy
be.
with that. Sorry?
Yep. Audio
No.
cut for a second.
Yeah, I'm having a weird time with YouTube this morning. YouTube and my thing. I watch you on StreamYards. This is how I'm talking to you because, as we discussed before, I can't do it over YouTube. Got to go to the stream page. So on a separate tablet that I got, I run the show, but with the sound off, just so I can read the chat as it goes by, so I don't have to jump back and forth.
Right.
With the tablet, that can be sketchy. But the weirdest thing, and this has only ever happened in the last 3 days, and only when I'm on your show, but here's the only show I've ever been on. But once I do it and I go open up the YouTube page, the live chat shrinks down to about an inch. I can read 3 lines at a time. That's it. There's a big black space above it. I can't raise it. I can't move it. When I shut it off, I try to turn off chat, turn back on chat, and all I can read is Kronos one line, yay, granny panties. So we got a fan out there.
So we've established that Kronos officially likes granny panties.
Yeah. But to be fair, if you read anything in the chat, you could kind of glean that from the information and things he drops.
Yeah.
All this really hot Judi Dench porn he keeps talking about, I can't follow it myself, but where are you talking to us from, JP's?
I'm in Winnipeg.
In Winnipeg. Oh, sunny Winnipeg.
Well, it is
Lucky.
now.
No, not at 60.
Just to show how Canadian we are, how's the weather out there, brother?
Put it this way, it's been unseasonably mild for January here.
Really? Wonderful. So
Today-
only 40 below.
No, today is supposed to be +1 Celsius.
Oh, Oh, wonderful. What do you guys got a Chinook
Oh.
coming all the way out there?
They're even calling for possibility of rain.
Sweet.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Agreed.
Yeah, it has been a deceptively mild winter down in Toronto way, but it's not going to last. We're going to get hit with something. Winter is coming.
Oh yeah, watch like February, March. We'll get like 8 straight minus 40.
Mother Nature's gonna be like,
Yeah.
guys, I told you.
You folks, it is rough out there. I know there are parts that got it worse than you guys, but right out near the middle of the country where you are, there's not a lot like into Sheltie out there. Toronto, we're off a lake. I was talking to Pfluger, who's from where's Pfluger from? Minnesota?
Oh yeah, don't you know?
Yeah, and they get brutal winters.
Yeah.
People in Buffalo get worse winters generally than people in Toronto for some reason. I mean, one theory is God hates Buffalo. I don't believe that myself. I like people from Buffalo. I've been to I love their chicken wings, but my gosh, they get some awful weather.
Well, yeah, they do. Everybody hates Buffalo. They've got the Sabres, so
Oh.
they've got the Bills. There's another ding against them.
The Bills. I remember a good buddy of mine in high school was Bills psycho. And that's the thing about Toronto, too. Like, we don't have an NFL team. So a lot of Torontonians pull for the Bills because they're the closest, right? I don't know if loyalty through geography is something that should be practiced in sports, but it is nonetheless. And I can be like that, too. I pull for the hometown team. I don't watch lacrosse, but if I hear the Toronto Rock is playing or something, I wish them well. I don't really care.
Don't say you're a Leafs fan.
I am a staunch, dyed-in-the-wool motherfucker. I bleed red, but my heart is blue. Of course I'm a Leafs fan. I'm a big fan of lost causes.
All I have to say is
Sure, and I always pull for the underdog.
all I have to say is 25 Stanley Cups, man.
25 Stanley Cups?
Hockey now. You know,
Or wait, it's 24.
24. There was a time when Leafs were a powerhouse. Here's the irony. They're, as I understand it, they're like the most moneyed team in the NHL.
Yeah, but this is not Moneyball.
No, but I'm just saying, you think they do better. They've thrown enough money at it. You think by now they would have won. I think it's a curse. I think Harold Ballard, because he wouldn't let Russians or Jews play on his teams, he didn't. He's cursed the Leafs.
No, it's a Canadian curse ever since Gary Bettman took over the league.
This is Tyler Jackson's revenge.
He'll not let any Canadian team win
Why?
because he's an asshat. The last time he handed a Canadian team a Stanley Cup was in '93, which was Montreal. And no Canadian team has won a Stanley Cup yet.
What? Hang on, that can't possibly be true.
It is.
No Canadian team has won a Stanley Cup since 1993.
Correct.
You gotta look that up, brother. I'm not doubting you, and to be honest, it's a little embarrassing to say as a Canadian, I'm not up on my hockey the way I should be. I'm more of a casual sports fan.
Well, you're talking to a Montreal Canadiens fan, diehard. So.
But I can't believe since '93.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
Wow,
for money, I believe it. They never do well when Canadians are in the playoffs. The NHL doesn't. They lose money.
Oh, of course.
But this is This is just part and parcel with being a Canadian team. Mind you, if we're going to bitch about Canada, we should probably go on the Canadian channel. Have a good moan with us, eh? Who's there with you, JP?
Oh, that's my wife.
Hi, Mrs. Tabernac. Oh, sure.
She's sitting across the room doing gaming.
Hello.
Is she? Oh, wonderful. What games your wife like?
Guild
Head
Wars.
games, mind games, both? No, I'm teasing.
No, computer
you-
game.
Computer games. Okay, that's cool. Like Xbox games or like on the computer?
On the computer. She's
Okay.
a real gamer.
Oh, really? Yeah, no doubt.
On a
That's something
console.
that kind of left me by. I'm not really up on it. I know Captain Trek has a few friends that come on. One guy sometimes plays video games on the show while people talk. But the only thing I've played recently is PUBG, and because I could get that on my tablet. Has your wife ever heard about that?
Yeah, I've played it.
Yeah.
I'm not too fond of it. I died too quickly.
And
Yeah,
good
Sorry?
morning, Mendo Merck. Joseph Petrick says, send a red shirt. I think with YouTube, you have theater mode on the video window on. You need to switch to classic view.
Well, okay. I've got it in my hands right now. I've turned it on and off like 3 times. I mean, I've gone out of YouTube. I even shut YouTube right down and come back.
That won't change anything. You're going to have to change the mode you're in.
Okay, but if I go to any other video, it plays normal. Like it gives me the box back. So it's weird. So maybe where is theater view? Report quality, captions, playback speed. Asking, no. Yeah, you're talking technology beyond me. I don't understand how to change it from theater view
I don't
to
think
no.
question earlier.
Is it an Android or Apple device?
It's Android, Samsung.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll tell you where it should be right now.
What's going on, Mando Merck?
Mando Mark has responded in what do you call the Hebrew alphabet? I forgot. You know, like the Russian alphabet is Cyrillic. What's the name of the characters I'm looking at here? I couldn't speak it anyway. Looks like he wants to charge me $4.99 for a falafel, though. If I go in my local falafel place is anything. There has been a bit of chatter today, too. COVID discussions. Well wishes from numerous people. Joseph Petrick talking about his disdain for old ladies, while Kronos again with his granny panty fantasies.
Do you see the 3 dots at the top of the YouTube video?
Sure. Yeah, but when I open that up, it
Go to
says
quality.
quality, captions, playback speed, stats for nerds, help and feedback.
Go to captions.
It says unavailable.
Whoa.
No captions available for this video. Here's the weird thing. If I turn the tablet vertically, I get like the full list. I don't even see the screen. I don't even see like our smiling avatars, whatever the hell it is you call these things. It's no big deal. It's just weird. Strange. I don't know why. This has just become an issue. I've never seen that before. Never had that as a problem before.
Must have been a recent update done.
Possibly. Oh my God, did I get kicked in the nuts with a Chrome update that just destroyed my browser? Every time I go into everything, I'm a guy that keeps a dozen tabs open at a time. And it would freeze out everything. And the only way I could switch tabs was to go into the window where you type in the the URL or whatever, and then swipe that left or right, and that would take me one tab over at a time. Super frustrating.
Oh my God.
So if any of you folks want to call in with your computer-related problems and questions, feel free to call in at Captain Trek. We're
Or
turning
not.
turning this into a what do you call it? A video repair show, tablet repair.
I'm not LDG. Don't want to be. Thank you very much.
No. Oh, I'm sure LDG is a very pleasant chap.
Again, has nothing to do with him personally. I am not a tech person.
Heck, nor I.
There, if you want to play around with that Son of Red shirt, I just posted a link.
Open with Chrome. Sure. So, what are you? You're into computers and stuff, JP?
I used to be,
Yeah.
but I had a job that turned it into something. Blah.
Sure.
My hobby turned into my job, and then I hate everybody because of it.
Well, that's so you work for the post office.
No.
I was teasing. People going postal.
Is like working and repairing computers, and then working for a major ISP in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and then just hating everybody.
Well, then you got to bail. You can't
Yep.
stand the heat. Get out of the kitchen, and that's not always a negative thing. Sometimes you just don't need that heat in your life. One lesson my old man drilled into me as a kid, which I learned too well, was don't be a quitter. And as a kid, I ended up staying at shitty jobs way longer than they deserved me to be, because I had that mentality. No, I will make it work.
No, my mentality is like, no, I need the money.
Yeah, sure, that's fair too. So, are you a sci-fi fan there, JP?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what's your thing? What do
Chicken
you
have-
like?
What don't I like, really?
That Trek Wars, or the Battlestar Gigantica, whatever that is?
Yeah, that's okay.
Not too
But-
bad. What's your thing?
They need to be more gigantic.
You could go more gigantic. Well, J.J. Abrams should be farmed to take over there.
Oh God.
Get Battlestar annoyingly large. Battlestar tremendous. Battlestar humongous.
Get Michael Bay to do it.
Oh,
Battlestar
More
explosions.
like a collaboration between J.J. Abrams, Michael Bay, and let's dig what's his name, Joel Schumacher, out of the ground.
When did he die?
years ago.
If I get the right guy, he's the guy that did Batman and Robin, and one with Mr. Freeze.
Okay.
I think he passed away last year.
Better yet, Michael Bay, James Cameron, and J.J. Abrams.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I caught Michael. I caught J.J. Abrams, James Cameron, and Michael Bay. What,
Yeah.
thrown in a pit with your choice of mammal, or
Oh, that would be one messed up movie.
it wouldn't be a movie? It's a premiere. Didn't you ever used to watch shit like Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom and stuff like that? And they'd always send what was his name, Jim. Poor Jim. There was Marlon Perkins, I think, or he'd be sitting in back in the studio in his nice suit and everything, and talking about. And now Jim is going out to castrate wolverines, and they show poor Jim going out having to deal with some like nasty shit. At the same time, I remember they used to have those really bad educational videos. It was like dig a hole and throw 4 animals from 3 continents in and see what happens.
Hey, Mad Mardigan, what's going on this morning?
Matt Mardigan, good morning.
It reminds me of the safety videos you used to have to watch when you start at a new workplace.
Oh, yeah. Some of those are classic.
They show people getting decapitated and stuff. Just
Oh, yeah. Losing limbs left, right, and
really
center.
made stuff that's like you couldn't stop but laughing. And they're like, "You're supposed to take this seriously. Then show me a serious video."
I understand the idea that they've got to cover their bases and they've got to make an assumption, not to be unkind, but to be able to cater the biggest, throw the biggest possible net. They got to make it so the stupid people can understand it too. And as soon as I say stupid people understand, Bird of Prey 5 shows up. Hey, Bird of Prey.
Hello, world. It's Bird of Prey 5. Kapla.
Wonderful timing. How are you today, brother?
I've been listening for a bit.
I'm not sure why, but okay, cool.
You're not sure why I listen? Because I have to
Exactly.
see who's online before I come up. Also, I like to listen if anybody's talking about me. Try to put them in my list.
So, like we stated,
Well, one of 2 lists.
you've written an app that if anybody says your name, it automatically opens the window and you're listening.
Kapla, Yosef. I do wish I had an app that would scan YouTube for every mention of Bird of Prey 5. Although some people just call me Bird or Bird. Bird of Prey, Bird of Prey. So, but I would settle for something that just got every Bird of Prey 5 mentioned and, alerted me.
If you don't mind my asking, I am kind of curious. I just knowing you peripherally the way I do, I know you're a true Star Trek fan, so I get the going with Trek. But why'd you go with Klingon Bird of Prey? Is that your all-time favorite ship?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure about the time I created this username, I had just seen Star Trek 3 in theaters.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Possibly Star Trek 4. I think it was 3.
Well, that was
and then 4 was like a freaking, oh my God, overload. Loved it. Yeah.
That's very cool. So this is my roundabout way of asking you permission. I'm going to change my name to Oberith of Prey 5. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, go ahead. Go Birth of Prey, sure. That's your thing. Although I would say, oh, birth, oh, crap, but, whatever. I think it's more reflective of the name, but sure.
Yeah, well, yours lends more to alliteration than mine. Well, maybe. That's a possible future thing. Son of a Red Shirts worked out well. Most people call me Red.
And Oberth just crewed with entirely of red shirts.
Yeah.
Would not do well.
Well, no, then if it's
blew up before it left space,
it's got to be a Miranda. A Miranda's like the ultimate red shirt ship. Should be stacked with nothing but red shirts.
Yeah. I could just see the Oberth full of red shirts, though, blowing up inside space dock. How did that happen? I don't know.
What's this button for?
Captain said engage. The ship blew up.
Why was the captain a red shirt?
He got a battlefield commission. I don't know.
Battlefield commission in space knock.
It's crossing into Discovery territory.
Yeah, no kidding. So how is Mama Pray?
She's awake. Still waking up, but awake.
Ah. And good morning, Latino Slant. And greetings, 47 Yorktown.
Greetings
So,
from
Bird, what's on
Hey,
the breakfast agenda today, Bird?
Today will probably be scrambled eggs
Ah.
and a glass of orange juice.
Well, that sounds good.
Can't go wrong with eggs.
Can't go wrong indeed. So, anybody know of anything good on TV tonight? Any good shows? Any good sci-fi shows I've been missing?
Well, I know The Expanse episode came out last night. I didn't get a chance to watch it yesterday, so I'll probably try to watch it today.
Yep.
You guys keep chatting about The Expanse. I'm gonna have to check it out one of these days.
I don't. So go for it if you want to.
Man, never seen Jim Cotta. Latino Slant says good morning. Also asks if anyone's ever seen Jim Cotta. Yes, I have seen Jim Cotta. It was a great movie.
That's a movie?
Michael Dudkoff, I think the guy's name was. The premise was that they taught a gymnast, an American gymnast, ninja secrets. And the one thing I remember about that movie, apart from he was an American gymnast that learned all the secrets of the ninja in like a weekend, there was a great battle scene where they were in the middle of this town in Eastern Europe for some reason. And enemies are coming down these little narrow laneways with all these houses, like 500-year-old buildings and stuff. And they're coming from left, right, northwest, east, south. And in the middle of this square, I don't know why, they never did explain this, but it was convenient for the hero because there was a giant pommel horse in the middle of this town square. So all these enemies would come in, but he'd get on the pommel horse and start zipping around, and there was Jim Cotta. It wasn't quite
you're talking about.
as good as Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo, but it did have moments.
I never seen the movie, but I've seen clips of it, and it's absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
Laughable horrible.
Unfortunately, it doesn't move along quick enough to be laughably bad. There's some great laughably bad movies out there, and some wonderful martial arts movies that are not even so bad they're good, but there's this one, Challenge of the Tiger. If you ever get to see it, just the next level. The martial arts are good, but the storyline revolves around a white guy and a Hong Kong cop in the Philippines looking for some drug-related thing or whatever. But the white guy, who also happened to be the producer of the film, is this part-time lavish playboy who lives in a mansion. It's like Magnum PI, 80s Magnum PI, but with half-naked girls running around playing tennis or swimming and stuff like that. Hilarious movie. Challenge of the Tiger. Captain Trek has misery towards the Expanse, apparently. Let's cash in on that. Captain Trek, why do you hate the Expanse? Why do you hate people who love the Expanse?
I don't hate people who love The Expanse. The Expanse was just a badly done show in at least its first season. It's slow as molasses and about as interesting.
You know what? I'd normally play devil's advocate at this point, but I got to agree with you. I only ever saw the first episode, and it kind of left me cold. I I didn't get behind it. Thought it was a little drawn out, and maybe I should have given it a second chance. I've been kind of just watching other stuff, though. And I got to catch up on Cobra Kai. Everybody's telling me it's kick ass, except this last season there was a bit of a problem.
No, there
Not
was no
quite-
problem. This last season is also very good. Honestly,
Yeah?
if you haven't seen Cobra Kai and you're on YouTube, you should probably, after the stream, go watch Cobra Kai.
You're a big Cobra Kai. Were you big into
Cobra
the
Kai is the
movies?
best television that's come out in 5 or 6 years, maybe more. Period. Of any genre.
Any
And no,
genre?
I wasn't a big fan of the Karate Kid. I liked it. I was like, okay, but I didn't really think of it any higher than any other 80s movie. There were much better 80s movies, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future,
Mhm.
stuff I would have rated much higher than The
Did you see
Karate
the
Kid.
entire franchise, the entire series of films? I believe
I
there was
saw the first 3. I don't think I ever saw the next the one with the girl.
right.
I don't think I saw the reboot of
She
it.
won an
Right.
Oscar too. I can't remember her name right now.
Well,
Hilary Swank. Thank you.
that's all
And
the more
Jerry.
reason for me not to.
That doesn't count as a Karate Kid movie.
Right. But the originals, yeah, I saw them. You know, the first one I saw many a times. The second one I saw a few times. The third one I saw, a couple times.
Now the third one that takes place in Japan, right?
The second takes
Okay.
place in Japan.
Oh, okay. Elizabeth Shue, I remember, was his girlfriend in the first one, and then she dumped him. He went to Japan, fell in love with a Japanese girl, and her brother Chosen, if I recall. Now, I saw a still in an article or something, and I've been trying to avoid too much media about it because I do want to see it. I left off a while ago. I won't get into the reasons, but I just didn't have an opportunity to sit down at a time when I was in a good headspace and go with it. So I've seen right up until the end of season 1. So I got a couple of seasons to go. Waiting for an open weekend or something where I can really binge the shit out of it.
Yes. Well, through
I
the
love
end of
John.
season 3 takes some content from the first and second movies and actors, original actors from the first and second movies.
Right. Yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing Martin Cove come back, and the guy that played Chosen, I don't remember his name in real life, but I do remember he was a pretty good villain in the series. I saw them all in the theaters as a kid, but and maybe on TV once or twice or come in halfway through. But like you, I appreciated the series. I enjoyed it, but it didn't really stand out that much in my mind to think, yeah, we really need a sequel to the Karate Kid.
Yeah, I never would have thought that would have been the series that needed a TV show follow up. But I think this actually just makes the original movies better. And it was just a surprise to me that I didn't hate the Karate Kid. I didn't love it. It was what it was. I had fond memories of an old movie.
Sure.
Probably wasn't something I'd watch all that often. But so I didn't hate it. But yeah, I think you're fine. The fact that you even remembered the plot is all you need. You don't need to go rewatch the movies to start watching the show.
No.
Because
No.
yeah.
Remember the basic characters well enough. I'm I am looking forward to that. I've put that aside. I watch a lot of films, a lot of cinema, some world cinema. I'm into Japanese movies, the 70s, 80s, samurai movies, Kurosawa films, shit like that. But sci-fi, I'll give anything a shot. And or is it not just sci-fi, but like what do you call it? Fantasy
And we got somebody backstage I've not seen before, Doc J. Don't know
J.
who that is.
Didn't he play with the Celtics in the 70s, or was it the Knicks? Dr. J.
No, not that. Doc J is the name. And if you'll say something in the chat, I would much appreciate it.
Jay or Jane?
J.
Like Jay.
DOCJAY.
Doc J.
Just look in the back. Don't add me if you don't wanna. I don't know who you are, or I might. We did?
I don't know. The name looks familiar.
It does. Okay, I'll trust it. Why not? Good morning.
Hello, sir.
Doc J.
Apply, Doc.
Hello, how is everyone doing today?
Doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I have done multiple chats with Captain Trek. We don't know each other personally.
Oh, that's cool.
Sorry,
see your
didn't remember you immediately, Doc. Took a second.
Sorry. Yes, Captain Trek. Please don't let me interrupt everything.
Oh, no. You're more than welcome. What's going on?
Yes, it is a nice panda, Coronos.
Yes, Panda is the star of my channel.
That's a cute gimmick. What's his name? Or her name?
His name is Al.
Al?
Al. A-L. Al Bundy.
Oh, Al Bundy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he drive a Dodge and sell women's shoes? Married to a red-haired hag?
Well, he would if he would ever get off the couch.
As long as he ain't a trash panda.
So you have a YouTube channel, Doc?
Yes, sir.
Could you put the link in the back room so we can link it to people?
Yes, sir, if you would like. You've been part of a couple streams on my channel.
I've streamed on your channel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's going on?
It's not
Considering I've fallen asleep on my own channel several times this month, it's possible.
Oh, it's been quite a long time since we've done any of that. Son of a red
you're
shirt.
the rambling Doc J.
Yes, the rambling Doc J.
I see. I was YouTubing for Doc J, and I was getting people that clearly weren't you.
Oh, my apologies. I did alter my name. It used to be Doc's channel, if that helps.
Okay. That would, yeah.
Tensions of slim.
Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. Doc J.
Son of a red shirt.
Doc J. How are you, sir?
Son of red shirt is a very cool name.
Oh, well, thank you very much. You came late into the conversation, so I just let you in by asking you a simple question. What is your favorite part of the movie Gymkata?
The movie Gymkata?
Yes. And don't go to the DVD collection. You don't have to read the back to refresh your memory. I'm sure it'll all come to you.
No Googling anything. Gymkata. The favorite part of that would be how absolutely terrible the fight scenes are. It's this concept of I'm doing a cartwheel and it's going to make someone flip across the thing again.
You have seen Gymkata. You've got my respect, Dr. J. That was wonderful. I was thoroughly
Yes,
impressed.
sir.
Not a lot of people can remember Gymkata.
Everyone assumes that the coach from Gymkata was the same one in, was it Troll 2 or 7? Oh my god. He was not in Gymkata.
What was
They found two equally terrible actors.
Yeah, I take your word. Did it ever spawn any sequels? Was
Gymkata?
there like Gymkata 3
I have
The
no
Awakening?
idea, sir.
Okay, well, that's about as much mileage as I've ever gotten out of the movie Gymkata, a movie I saw at least 30 years ago.
That's about as much most mileage as that's ever gonna get, because I have no idea what you're talking about. So anyhow, what's been going on this morning, Doc J?
Oh, well, first, I just want to say my apologies if I interrupted the conversation. I am celebrating my first day off in a bit because I have opened up. I have spent a week and a half reopening a bar, building up the inventory, and it's been a pain in the ass.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised, but the very fact that you're working on reopening is a good thing.
It's very makes me feel good.
Right.
It's been closed for a long time, and I am breaking some particular laws, but Constitution's on my side, and the county sheriff has already come over and backed me up. He gave me very strict instructions.
Of course.
And I'm breaking the law. But I'm being reasonable.
It doesn't sound like you're breaking the law. I mean, there are...
No, I am breaking the law.
So you're breaking an unconstitutional law.
Correct.
Yes, I am breaking an unconstitutional law.
And since the Constitution trumps everything, you're not breaking the law.
Well, it doesn't
The
trump
governor
the-
disagrees.
Yeah.
So the governor can suck my ass.
It only trumps it after you fought it to the Supreme Court and won. In the meantime, it's very annoying until that happens.
Again, I don't want to fucking do politics because politics ends up with the left and the right. And I'm just the Constitution and the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
And I piss off the left and I piss off the right. But I like the Constitution. But yes, I am very, very happy with my bar.
Good to hear that. It'll be nice to have, even though I'm not one who goes out to bars very often, it'll be nice to have bars open again. Other businesses would be nice to have open again.
I have gotten my 70-year-old father to pop into the bar to watch NFL playoffs.
Right.
I want my bar to be drunken, safe, no fights.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be vulgar to females. I've already kicked 2 people out. Yeah. I just want a place for people to go, for veterans to go drink, bring their wives, and we're all cool. You want to go get drunk and retarded? Yeah, we got 2 other bars within 10 miles to do that. Oh, pay for your cab, brother.
Here, go to one of these other bars. They'll be glad to have you.
I am so very sorry. I did not want to take over your chat.
Oh, you have not at all. You have not at all. This has been quite fun, actually. So, other than running your bar or trying to open it again, what's been going on? Because obviously, there's a lot of work involved with that.
Well, I've been very busy with that. I have been dealing with a stock room. I had to deal with distributors because I am running a bar for a non-profit organization. Yes, that's a thing.
Wow.
And when I looked at the inventory, I saw that the wild turkey from the bar, from the previous management, was a very light color. So I poured a shot and took it, and it was not wild turkey. It was a blended whiskey, which means they used cheap whiskey, probably something like Heaven Hill or Kessler, and poured it into the bottle. I went through all the booze and I went through all the stock room and I threw away a lot of inventory. I used $392 of my own money to fill up the bar so that we could serve customers without lying. I will not sell you Costco whiskey and pretend it's Crown Royal.
Yeah.
If I have to spend my own money to fix that, I'll either spend my own money and fix it and you pay me back, or I'm not taking over this bar. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. No, that's unreasonable. You're right.
Well, in 4 days, I made 130. Sorry, look at it. I made $274, rounding up. I spent $92 of my cash money on liquor. Honesty wins.
Oh yeah. Honesty always wins. Well,
It doesn't always win.
not always. You're right.
Well, I'm sorry. It doesn't always win money-wise.
Right.
But damn it, I go to bed, I lay down, and I put Panda down in a separate bed. We don't sleep together. All right? Quit with your weird, kinky stuff.
Right.
I'm sorry, you and Panda are having a hard time, you know. Have you considered couples counseling?
Okay.
Panda is not homosexual. And if Panda was homosexual, he has way better taste than to settle for someone like me. Come on. Have you seen Panda? Come on.
No. Never have.
Come here, booby.
Oh, that's right.
Take that. Look at him. You think he would settle for this? Come on.
No,
Sorry, what's the
absolutely not.
Don't insult Panda. Come on.
What's Panda's name?
Panda's name is Al, but he prefers Panda.
First Panda. Panda.
Yeah.
Oh, you're super cute.
He did score 4 touchdowns in one single game at Polk High. He wore number 33.
What is Polk High?
Polk High. It's a school.
Oh, Al Bundy. Yes. I'm sorry. Yes. Right.
Polk High football rules.
Seriously, I feel like I have hijacked your.
Oh, not at all. Actually, I'm quite pleased that you decided to come in. It's been very nice to have you come on. No, I like hearing about this. This is absolutely a positive. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. And if I may add, it was a pleasure to get somebody to get Bird of Prey to shut the fuck up because he's been going on all morning long. Can't get him to stop talking.
Wow.
That deserves a boot.
I'm sorry. Who?
No, there's no boot there.
Who was someone insulting? I'm assuming it was Bird of Prey.
He was jokingly saying that it was good to have someone shut me up.
Right.
I'd been talking so much, which is obviously not true.
Not
I gathered it was a joke.
It's been a little reticent this morning, and I miss that because his contributions are always priceless. So
absolutely.
So, Son of a Red Shirt. Good name. I dig it.
Gracias.
You are shit talking and nudging Bird of Prey 5. I'm sorry, Bird O Prey 5.
That's correct.
That's you gotta emphasize the O. I think he's Orthodox.
So, do you two have a friendly rivalry?
Oh gosh, not at all. I was just like I said, we haven't heard from Bird in a little while. I was trying to draw him into the conversation.
Okay. So,
I
Bird
know
of
he's
Prey.
his interactions with other people. He's a very good-humored individual that's got a thick skin and likes a joke. So
Right. So, Bird of Prey,
Yes.
sir. Son of Red Shirt just said you guys have an unfriendly rivalry.
He didn't. He
That
didn't say
means,
that. He
well,
just said that we
I
didn't have a
said, do you guys have a
friendly
friendly rivalry?
rivalry.
And he
Is
said, he specified unfriendly rivalry.
no. He said
So,
no. And then he just said no.
No.
There wasn't a friendly rivalry because there really
There's no
is
there's
no
no
real
rivalry.
rivalry. Period.
so
Neither
at
friendly
what
nor unfriendly.
so at what point did Son of Red Shirt become so jealous of you that he feels the need to attack you?
I suspect it was probably about 45 minutes ago or so when I joined the stream. It was immediately
well, if
jealous.
I got to be absolutely honest, brother, it was much longer than that. It's the first time I heard the dulcet sounds of your lovely voice. It's a voice like 40-year-old Scotch poured over rough grade construction gravel. It's a lovely voice, commanding voice.
Nice. Oh, we all know this is humorous and playful, right?
Sure.
Okay.
That's true.
So let's let's be humorous and playful. So Bird of Prey, Bird of Prey's obviously a Romulan ship.
But I'm bummed.
Wow.
Oh shit! I didn't have the camera on. I said Bird of Prey's obviously a Romulan ship.
The wink
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes all the difference. Well, yes, the Romulans do have a ship called a bird of prey. But as you can see by my avatar, I clearly mean the Klingon ship,
Yes.
the bird of prey.
I ruined the punchline by not having the camera on.
Apparently, I'm
JP's
taking over. Captain Track needs a minute,
Well,
I guess.
You're taking over because Klingons are the most aggressive.
This is true. We're natural leaders. We keep order in our region of the galaxy.
What's your thoughts on the old school Star Trek Klingons? I'm talking John Colicos, what's his name? Trelane, William Campbell.
Yeah, I like them. I mean, they were portrayed a bit differently than we know the real Klingons to be, but they were frontline guys, so they don't have to necessarily represent the entire empire all the time. They kind of did things their way.
Hey,
We
They were a match for the Enterprise. I mean, nobody wanted to hear there were Klingons off the port bow.
Yeah, William Ansara, who I don't know if anybody knows this, but was also the husband to what's her name? Not Bewitched. I Dream a Genie. What was her name? Bert Reed.
wow.
No,
Bert
that's
Reed.
bewitched.
All right.
Weird, but true.
You
Pardon?
you're being very, very insulting, by the way.
Come again?
To who?
Yeah.
First of all, I Dream of Jeannie. Yeah, that's Barbara Eden.
Barbara something.
Everyone knows that. But Bewitched? We're not allowed to talk about Bewitched and the actress that played her unless
Elizabeth
you
Montgomery.
get unless you get special dispensation from Jesus and Mary Magdalene.
I was not aware of that fact.
Elizabeth doesn't like anyone else saying her name. She says that to me with the uh uh candle wax and
Oh,
paraffin model that I made of her that lives in the corner of my room.
Shrine?
what did she think about the reboot movie with what's his face? The guy who played
Um,
Anchorman.
Natalie, Nicole Kidman, and Will Ferrell.
Will
Nicole
Ferrell.
Kidman,
Yeah, Will
yes.
Ferrell.
I don't actually have a paraffin model of Elizabeth Montgomery. I'm just a big fan.
Well, here's some fun Trek Elizabeth Montgomery trivia. You know, she was married to Robert Foxworth, who was what's his name, the admiral from Deep Space Nine, the one that turned evil and tried to turn the Federation into like a military state. Did you watch Deep Space Nine,
Leatham,
Doc?
Admiral Leatham, I
That
believe.
is a really good deep cut. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Captain.
Liam Leatham.
Yeah, the actor's name is Robert Foxworth. He was married to Elizabeth Montgomery.
Elizabeth Montgomery.
Yeah, that was Bewitched. The two dicks, York and Sargent. Angus Moorhead was in that too.
All right, I can't be the only asshole with a weird crush. Come on.
What weird crush do you have on Angus Moorhead? That is kind of a weird.
He said Elizabeth Montgomery.
Yeah.
Get with the game.
Elizabeth Montgomery is a weird crush. You're weird for thinking it's weird. She was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Montgomery was stunning.
She was gorgeous.
Barbara Eden, like, she got to shake it more. She got to be more
Barbara
sexy.
Eden is amazing and fantastic.
She is. I absolutely
But
agree. 100%.
Elizabeth Montgomery, holy
Elizabeth
shit.
Montgomery, that wouldn't be too hard.
Robert Foxworth was only married to Elizabeth Montgomery for like 2 years.
Yeah. Well,
Elizabeth Montgomery is the reason for my first divorce.
Wow. That's a pretty heady accusation there, Doc. You got to back that up. What's the story? Did you try to make your wife dress up in a witch's costume?
No,
she couldn't learn to wiggle her nose, so you divorced her.
Maybe wiggle something else.
I got Allstate for college, and she fucking looked just like it. And my brother said, do it. My dad said, nope, fuck you. Mom said, she's a whore. I married her, and then, because she looked just like Elizabeth Montgomery. And then it turned out my brother said, yeah, absolutely. because he was fucking her. Dad said, nope, no opinion, because he's not dipping into that shit. And Mom said, marry her, because she wasn't on drugs. And the last one was dead from an overdose. Damn it, why do you guys gotta make it dark?
Dark.
Fuck you.
Google.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I would agree with you.
My first wife looked like Elizabeth Montgomery. My first wife banged my brother and ran off. All right. Good to go.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, definitely sorry to hear that.
I'm not sorry.
That's pretty rough, brother. Very sorry.
It's not that bad, dude. It's not bad. It's
Have
cool.
you-
It's good.
Yeah.
We are great friends now. I love her husband. I take him out for his birthday every year. It's happy stuff. It's happy stuff. Chill out. Stop it. We have beautiful children.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm very glad to hear that, and because I don't want to end the show on a down note. However, I will say that because of things going on today, I'm going to have to call this a day. I want to thank everyone in the chat, everyone on the panel, particularly Bird of Prey 5. Thank you, and thank you, everyone. Have a great day.